Okay, let's see if we can do this without my storage filling up. Okay, raise your arm, close your eyes, ask yourself, how can I feel my arm even though I can't see it? How can I feel my arm even though I can't see it? The next step is to lie down and relax yourself completely. And every time you feel a muscle that's kind of tense, relax it. Keep going with that process until you're very, very relaxed. And then you'll notice probably that there are certain parts of your body that you are resisting. And that's because there's probably sadness there, or anger, or resentment, or guilt, or whatever, or shame, stuck in the muscle in your body from the past that you never really dealt with. So trying to relax into that pain and feel it and allow it to be felt. You can talk to yourself, and that helps to talk to yourself and say, I allow this to happen. I allow myself to be 100% vulnerable is going to help. Because the only way out is through, right? I think a lot of people suffer from depression and being stuck in the middle and feeling like nothingness and feeling like the void because they're not really feeling their intense emotions. Forgive yourself and love yourself during the process, and it's going to help out. Next thing, drink lots of water. This is something I carry around. It's 20 ounces. If I fill it up 3 times, it gives me my recommended thing of water. And it helps to remind me to drink water by carrying it around. So maybe I would recommend getting a nice water bottle. I use Contigo because they don't leak. I would suggest cutting out caffeine, because that is just all kinds of bad, I'm starting to realize. Eat lighter food, so if you can, cut out meat and eat vegetables and fruit and lighter food, because your emotions are weighing you down, and if you're eating food at McDonald's all the time or whatever, that's going to weigh you down even more, and it's not going to help you get out of it. So 5-HTP, talk to your doctor before getting it probably, but I got this on Amazon for about $10 and it lasts a month, and it increases the serotonin production, makes me feel more content, makes me feel more okay about life, makes me kind of happy actually. Documentation. You can document. I document on my phone using a voice recorder app, and it's good to hear what I sound like a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, because I can go back and listen to what I was talking about and how I sounded, and I can go, wow, I've really grown since then. Or, wow, I really haven't grown since then, so now I know what I need to work on, because I documented. Another thing is to document on paper in a journal. And that's a really good way to do it, because you can really think about what you're trying to get out. Doing the voice memo thing can be a little bit different because you're speaking on the fly, but it's still really good. I would highly recommend doing voice memos. Last thing I'll say is find the magic. Find the magic every day. Every single day is new. Every single moment will never be repeated again. Ever. In the same way that it was. What I do is I drive around and I go to places to clear my mind. I'm at a place like that right now. Here, I'll show you, if you can see here. Yeah, you can see okay. It's just like a park. And you can't tell, but the river is right there. But I mean, wherever you live, there's definitely probably places that you could go to explore your local, hangout spots. It's a good way to get away from life and to really think about, what you're holding on to and what you need to let go of. And when you identify these things, document it, write it down. Write down your core beliefs, because your core beliefs are the first thing that happen. And then you think a thought, and then you feel an emotion, and then you believe that you're the emotion, and then you just recycle that, all from the start being the core belief. So if your core belief, you keep telling yourself, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, or whatever it is, you're going to start thinking that, and you're going to create a synaptic pattern in your brain that's going to get stronger. And they've proven that habit, can't talk right now because of the mask, but the habit or a thought pattern creates synaptic bonds in your brain that get stronger over time. And when you break those bonds is how you get out of it. And then they make new connections. Hopefully those connections are toward health, mental health, the passion for self-empowerment. A human being can go in I'd say 3 directions. They can go to darkness, they can go to light, or they can be in the gigantic gray zone. I try to shoot towards the light, obviously, but some people are in the darkness and they think that the light, there is no light. Well, I'm here to tell you that you are deserving of light. Just as much as anyone else, you are deserving of the light. The light is actually inside of you anyway. It's up to you to look within and discover the light and what it is. Begin to separate yourself from your emotions and your thoughts and see them as not a part of who you actually are, your soul, but rather a part of the mind, which is an illusion. The mind holds on to the past, which is no longer here, and the mind keeps remembering the past and recycling it, and that's what baggage is, or whatever. So, feel your body, take care of drinking, lots of water and eating better. Look into 5-HTP. Document every single fucking day. Document. And find the magic to the best of your ability every day. Drive around in your car and look for a place that you've never been. Take a street that you've never drove on before and just look at the street without judgment. And when you feel your emotions, same thing, no judgment. Forgive yourself and realize that a lot of the things that you're holding on to are not even yours. They're other people's energy that you believe that you should take on as your own. Because maybe they blamed or guilted you subconsciously over time, so you believe that you are these things. It's not the case. So do your shadow work, feel your emotions, or otherwise you're going to be stuck in a void space of nothingness all alone and not realize that millions of other people are going through the same thing in their own way and trying to get out of it. If you want to get out of it, you have to go in and feel it. and forgive yourself. Feel it and forgive yourself. If you try this, if you watch this video and turn it off and go, I don't give a shit, I'd rather be depressed, then that's your business and that's fine. But if you actually took these steps and really applied them, something good's got to happen out of it. I would bet you $100 something good would happen. Here's my notes. Alright, well, take care of yourself. And yourself is not your thoughts or emotions. Yourself is the soul. The thing that observes things happening. Try new things and get out of your comfort zones. And take charge. Because your attitude is key here. If you have a good attitude about all of it, and you want to get out of depression, you will get out of depression. But it takes action. And it takes 100% vulnerability. If you lie down and relax, you're going to have to remind yourself to be 100% vulnerable with yourself. And that's really hard to do. But it is a very fast way to process your emotions that you didn't even know that you were holding on to.